What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Okay guys, so today I will be working on my own head today, and as y'all can see, it is looking crazy. So what I'm doing right now is I am showing you how my hair is looking right now as far as my color is concerned, and I am going to be trying for the first time the Pulp Riot Blank Canvas Color Remover. Now, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, or if you've been following me for a while, then you know I color my hair very often. So I want to see if this will be a good option for me to go from one color to the next without doing too much damage to my locks. Here you'll see me pulling my hair in a ponytail just so that way I have enough control of my hair and I don't have locks just flying all over the place. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind too, when you are using these color removers, I want you to remember at the end of the day, it is still bleach. It is still lightener. So when you're using these products, especially these color stain removers, make sure that you are putting the product on the part of your hair that is colored only. And you'll see later on in the video, if you get this product on any other part of your hair other than the part that's already previously colored, it will change the color. Why? Because at the end of the day, color removers are bleach and lighteners. Harsh reality, but it is what it is. Anytime you see me doing any type of color on my channel, whether it's on myself or on another client, I always keep a towel right beside me. Reason being is because I want to make sure that I'm not transferring that product to parts of the hair that I don't want to either be color or lightened. So you'll see me always wiping my hands in between each application just to make sure that my hands and gloves are clean. So again, when applying this product, make sure that you are applying it to the parts that are color only and the parts that you want the color to remove. Try not to exceed past those parts because again, you don't want it to be lightened. I mean, unless you want to, then that's your business. But for me, I'm going to make sure that I'm staying right where the parts is pre-colored. Call you up, miss how you put your love on me. Now that we have the product all applied in our hair, I'm going to double check and make sure that I have covered all of my locks completely. And after I do so, I'm going to wrap my hair in foil just so that way I can keep it out the way, because TBH, oh my gosh, y'all, look, I done missed a lock. But to be honest, I'm actually recording another video at the same time as recording this video, so I want to make sure this stays out the way while I'm multitasking. So yeah, I'm gonna touch up on this part and then I'm gonna let it process. I believe the package says for about 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna let it sit and process, and then I'm gonna shampoo it out and we're gonna see how it's looking. I wake from my slumber, I wish I could call you up, miss how you put your love on me. Boy, you got my number, wish I could feel your touch, wish you could follow up on me. Hold on until the end, hold on till you can't extend, I'll be clinging on to you. I'll be clinging on to you. And then again, orbiting around and then circle back around to you. Okay, so now we have moved on to day 2, and excuse the way I look. I know I look crazy, but this is how our canvas is looking now. And honestly, that color stain remover removed a lot of that color, and I'm so surprised. The only thing I didn't like is the fact that it didn't remove all of the orange, but I'm not too worried about it because the color that I'm getting ready to dye my hair is really not going to matter. So right now you're going to see me going through my locks to figure out how I want to dye my hair, and I honestly chose to leave out some of the blonde locks because I really like the way that my hair looks. So I'm going to kind of mix it in with the color that I'm going, and hopefully it gives it a little pop, a little zhuzh, a little flavor. Okay. But we're gonna see how it's gonna turn out.
Always talk about keep it real, only till you've had your fill. Then you wanna cry ill will. Really thought you know the deal. Oh well, I guess that's what happens. The two fools be falling in love, mixing some pain and some passion. Nothing is ever.
As I pull out the locks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to braid them together, and I am going to wrap them in foil. Reason being is because I don't want any dye to touch these locks at all. I want them to stay as blonde as possible. So you're gonna see me put in a little braid. Again, from my previous videos, y'all know I'm not a braider. Please don't talk about me, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna put a braid in, wrap it in foil, and we're going to put the color on.
You may think that I'm crazy. You should ask her about me. Put your trust in me, baby. I wake from my slumber. I wish I could call you up. Miss how you put your love on me.
So surprised, I am going green, and to be honest, I was so nervous, and I don't even know why, because literally I have been every color in the rainbow, so you would think green would be not a problem, but I don't know, I was just nervous. But anyway, you're gonna see me scarily put this green on my hair. Y'all know I am so dramatic. The color line that I am using is Pravana. I love Pravana. I love Chroma Silk. I have been using it for years. It works very well. It's very vivid. It lasts a long time. As far as their permanent line, it covers grays, which a lot of my clients have issues with, which is not an issue because gray hair is beautiful, okay? But I love this line. I will forever advocate for this line. If you're looking for color, put the Adore down, okay? Go get you some Pravana if you can get your hands on it. If not, go book a stylist, that uses this color. Y'all, it's just gonna pop. It just hits different, okay? If you have locks, please make sure when you are coloring your hair that you are mushing, okay? You want to massage that hair dye down into the locks. One thing that you have to keep in mind is locks, at the end of the day, is matted hair. So when you're dyeing your hair, you want to make sure that that dye goes down into the middle of the locks, like it penetrates all the way through and not just sit on the top. You want your locks to look nice and saturated and vivid and not sparse and ashy and crusty. You know, we're striving for excellence. Another thing that you're going to see me do is I'm going to be using a few shades of green. One thing that I do as a colorist, I like to have a lot of colors on my canvas when I'm dyeing hair. I hate when you look at a client or you look at a person and you can just tell that their hair is just red, just pink. I love dimensions. I love different colors. I like versatility. I just love colors. So you'll see me putting different colors, different shades of green on my locks, but again, making sure that I am saturating very thoroughly into my hair.
I'll be clinging on to you. I'll be clinging on to you. And then again, orbitating around and circle back around. emotions, you're turning me eternally. Drifting on my own again, reaching out to hold your hand. I wanna be alone with you. In that beginning.
So now that the color is all applied in my hair, I am again going to double check to make sure that all of my locks are saturated and vivid. I'm looking up close in the mirror because the camera is literally sitting in front of my mirror, but again, I want to make sure that everything is even, everything is covered, everything is saturated, everything is looking bombs.com. Also too, you're gonna see me kind of frowning, kind of looking crazy because y'all, I at this moment was not really feeling my hair color. And you'll see I put a picture in right to the left or to the right or wherever. I have done this style before. It was very similar. The only difference was instead of the dark green, I used blue. So I'm not really happy, as you can see, but it's gonna grow on me. You'll see. Let me put on some Carmex because my lips is ashy. Ignore the rain in the background. It's so satisfying. But anyway, so I want to pop in and do a raw reaction because I want to catch my reaction in the moment. Okay, so at first I was getting ready to be like, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't like my hair, whatever. I'm gonna just show it to y'all. I'm talking. Until I took down the blonde. And it gave a little pop. It's not my favorite. Only because, and I'm gonna insert a picture like right here. But it's not my favorite because, ignore my baby lock. I've actually done my hair like this. It's very similar before. The only difference was the dark greens were blue. And I didn't even like that then. And I actually have a video on that on my channel. Make sure y'all check that out. But I'm not 100% sold. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it's just not what, it's not giving. But I think after a retwist and a haircut, I'ma like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I don't know. We're gonna keep rocking with it. We don't have no choice because this the next color for the next couple of months. Okay, but I don't know. If you talk about the side of my hair that need to be cut, you're anti-grace and I don't like you. Yeah. Anyway, back to the voiceover. Ciao, whatever she said, okay? So right now you're gonna be seeing me preparing to retwist my locks, and I am putting in my favorite products. Everything that I use, of course, will be linked in the description below, but right now I am spraying the Taliah Waajid. I think this is a anti-itch spray. I love this spray. This is from the Curls line. It is a leave-in conditioner. I love using this product on my hair as well because it keeps my hair nice and hydrated, especially on the color. So you're gonna see me applying it all over my hair, but I am concentrating on where the hair is colored because I want to make sure that that part stays nice hydrated. Then lastly, you are going to see me taking my favorite oil. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know I love this oil. It is from One Loc Nation, and I'm just going to drag that oil in my parts, in my roots, and I'm going to massage it in. Okay, so now you will see me separating my carpet from the rest of my locks. Typically I don't do this because my barber is really good at one, parting my hair away from my locks, and two, not cutting into my locks. However, if you cut your hair yourself or your barber is okay with parting the hair, then I would take a comb, whether it be a Y2 comb or a Ratail comb, and just kind of comb those parts down so when you do go to the barber, that hair is out the way. So now we are ready for retwisting, and I am going to be using Dr. Locs only. I know I pulled out that Taliah Waajid, but I honestly didn't use it at all. Reason being is because I wanted to really see what this Dr. Locs was talking about, and to be honest, the hold on this product is amazing. So if you can get your hands on it, please do so. It actually does a really good job. It also hydrates the scalp for me and my clients. Nobody yet has complained, and I have been using this since December. So again, if you can get your hands on it, please do so. When I'm retwisting, I like to use double prong clips. It just holds really well and it keeps my locks in place. And a trick that I like to do when I am retwisting my hair, I like to retwist first because I use the carpet. Let me stop calling my hair carpet. I use the hair on the sides of my head to hold the clips together in place, so that way they're not kind of bouncing all over the place. So again, you can see this Dr. Locs hold, chef's kiss, immaculate. And I'm going to take those double prong clips and clip those locks into place. Are done retwisting our locks, and you guys, by this point I was obsessed with my hair. Not the color, but my hair itself. Y'all, my hair has grown out so much from the last time I retwisted it, so I was really feeling the length, period. Okay, it was just really giving me life, and it just made me feel way more confident in myself. I don't know, maybe it was the color, I'm not really for sure, but I was feeling myself. As you can see, I don't know if child, ignore me, but just let me have my moment. Okay, let me get in my bag. Okay, you go, girl. Going through the motions, you're telling me, we are done, y'all. Get into that retwist, get into them parts, y'all. That Dr. Locs ain't no joke. Okay, make sure you get some. And y'all, Jordan on the cut. Ignore my baby lock. Jordan on the cut, he put me back in the game. I'm feeling crispy, I'm feeling fresh, I'm ready to meet my man. If you out there, hey boo. But so now you're gonna see me spray a little bit of hair oil on my scalp, because I do not want my scalp to look ashy like, okay, I want my hair to look fresh, crisp, nice and shiny. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play with the style. You'll see in my vlog that I will be posting up very soon. I want to get ready for pictures that we're getting ready to take for batch content. So I am going to try to do a palm tree on my hair, and honestly, it was giving. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a hair tie. I am tender headed, so I take my hair tie, in my case I'm using a rubber band, and I like to let my ponytail sit a little bit higher off the base of the ponytail. I hope that makes sense. At this point, I could have just leave the ponytail how it was, but I do want to try to attempt to wrap the locks around. So what you'll see me do now is I'm going to take 2 locks at a time, and I am going to wrap it around the ponytail just to give the ponytail a little bit of height. I'm not going to use any extra bobby pins, clips, or rubber bands. I'm just going to tuck those locks under each other, taking another set of 2 locks and wrapping them on top. I hope that makes sense. What I'm doing is I'm going to double lap or overlap the locks on top of each other, so that way they'll stay into place, and I'm going to tuck those tails in so I don't have to use any bobby pins or any clips or any extra rubber bands. If you want to do so, you are more than welcome. Reason why I'm not, again, I'm tender-headed and I want this style to be as simple as possible. The only thing that I didn't like about this style is it was very heavy on my head, so you'll see it kind of leaning a little bit, but that's okay because you see, feeling ourselves, feeling good, feeling nice. I am now going to try to attempt to wrap this gold string around it to give it a little bit of pizzazz, but you'll see in a second it really didn't work. That gold string was not for me. I prefer the gold elastics because they are easy to wrap onto themselves. But yeah, you just watch me struggle a little bit, put this little gold ribbon in. It's not giving. I'm too old to be putting little ribbons in my head, but y'all, I really am feeling myself.
To chill, always talk about keep it real, only till you got your fill, then you wanna cry ill will, really thought you know the deal. Oh well, I guess that's what happens, the two fools be falling in love, mixing some pain and some passion, nothing is ever real. You can take my hand, I promise to come love again, yeah, yeah. If you can take my hand, I promise we'll find love again, yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't even say what's up. Round your boy, you act so tough. Like you never been in love. If you don't quit acting up, along this way you don't end up. I promise you may think that I'm crazy. You should ask around how me. Put your trust in me.
Alright, you guys, you see that gold string had to go, but we are done. Here is a 360 of my hair so that way you can see it. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, watching, keeping up with my foolishness. I hope that you enjoyed. As always, I hope you learned something. Make sure you guys stay tuned for my vlog so you can see how I pulled this hairstyle together, how we did batch content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Oh, baby,